We are live.
Are we? I don't have video yet on my end.
Yeah, me neither.
I had
There
like
it is.
I had like a 10-second lag. It was horrible or a bit ago when I was testing everything.
Really?
Yeah. So we may be encountering lag this time around, which is not surprising.
No, I had horrible lag. Why am I hearing myself?
It's all in your head. Hello, Steel Ringer. How are you? Welcome to the world of hosting your stream. It'll drive you crazy.
Go ahead and talk for a minute. Hoosier, I'm going to try to figure this.
All right. B&K Gold and Coins, good evening. Jane Dews, good evening. Steel Ringer, good to see you. Saw John Ruck out here a bit ago. Silver Creek Prospecting, good evening. How are you doing? I am not hosting today. Plumber is hosting, and he's encountering a little bit of technical issues, so he's working on that while I'm talking here. I'm trying to break his Mac, which shouldn't be too difficult.
You love those Macs, huh?
Sure. So did anyone see Salivate Meadows? I don't know if he's released it to the public yet. He just released a video about 2 hours ago with the question, is the Perth Mint running out of silver?
I've heard about that.
Yeah. I personally don't think it is, but you never know. I mean, with the mines and stuff in our current operational state, yeah. I mean, I think everything's tight, but hence why everything's going up. Hello, SHTF. Good to see you. You just purchased from the Perth Mint. What did you grab, Silver Creek? Rocky Mountain Bear, good evening. How are you?
What's up, everybody? Am I still getting the echo?
I'm going to say, I hear no echo. I think it's in your head.
Yeah, I wish. I don't know why it's playing back into my headphones.
I mean, unless maybe your desktop audio, possibly. You may need to.
Yeah, let's try that.
You may have to turn that down.
Anyways, anything new out there?
I actually broke down, went to the LCS yesterday.
What'd you get?
Some Chinese.
Uh-oh.
Echo, Steel Ringer. Well, we don't hear it. Like I said, it's in between his ears. Yep, I went to the LCS yesterday, and it's actually been a while since I've been there to actually do any type of converting. I've actually been pulled back. I've actually pulled back here of late. Just I don't know. I just felt like I just needed to pull back for a while. So SHTF can hear the echo, so I don't hear it. It must be on the YouTube side of things. I'm not listening to the YouTube side of things, just the Melon side or the StreamYard side of things.
Is it just me that's echoing?
Hello, Silver Scorpion. Good to see you, Hero 3. Good evening. Is the echo really bad, guys? Is it or is it just faint? Yep, it's just you, Plumber Corn Steel Ringer. Oh, SF. Oh, okay, you guys can hear it on my audio as well. Kind of echoing, kind of echoing. Okay. Guess what, Plumber? You're the geek tonight. You gotta figure it out.
I'm gonna try not to talk until I get it. Have fun, Hoosier.
Well, see now they're saying no, it's just Plumber, and other people are saying no, it's actually both of you guys, and others say no, it's just Hoosier. So it's a technical issue.
Yeah.
Just working on the stuff for the giveaway. Silver Scorpion. Do tell. I'm not familiar with your giveaway. I'm always out to look for giveaways.
I don't get why the echo is echoing.
Echoing is echoing.
I don't hear it now. Oh, I can hear it faintly now.
Yeah, I think it's your desktop audio's doing the echoing. Did you turn that down?
Well, I got the audio going through my headset. Is anybody else still hearing the echo?
All right. They're saying the echo's gone. Maybe it's just YouTube being it's YouTube.
Silver Scorpion. I was working on that. I promised right now. I don't know if it's too late, but I'm still gonna do it regardless and shout everybody out and do a giveaway. Because I know you guys shouted me out, so.
Plumber, whatever you did, you must have fixed it. The echo is now gone.
Yeah, I don't know why that happened either, because I've been using it like that. It defaults to the Yeti microphone, but I guess it was a different setting. I don't know. It's fixed. Good enough for me.
Yep, that's what matters. It's fixed.
Yeah, right. That is so annoying when you can hear yourself talking like 5 seconds after you say something and somebody else is talking.
Yeah, because you naturally, at least for me, if I hear myself, I actually pause, wait for myself to stop talking before I talk.
I know. I do the same thing.
And everyone's like, "Why are you pausing?"
You remember in the beginning when we started and I was doing that?
Oh man!
And I had like 20-second delay almost, and it was horrible.
Oh, that was ridiculous. That one night, 25-second delay, stupid. It's like, okay, we just need to call it and just do it again another night.
Oh my god,
we pushed through, but man, it was painful.
I'm glad we weren't doing so frustrated.
It's just it is what it is. It's just
what's up, Navarro?
Welcome, like I said earlier, welcome to the world of hosting your streams.
Yeah,
you just deal with it.
I know. I had like on my auction too. I had some terrible lag, and I don't know how to fix that. Like, I don't know as if it's my computer itself. I know YouTube has its own lag.
Are you you're on your desktop, right? So you're wired, right? You're not wireless.
Yeah, I'm wired, but I think I'm gonna go back to using Streamlabs for when I'm just streaming myself, because you can change the latency on that. What's up, Ruck? But on StreamYards, you can't change that. It is what it is.
Okay.
Scrapping's got some big gauze coming up. That's awesome.
Gotta love the gauze.
Yeah.
Every day. There's just so many of them. It's like, where do you go? Where do you go? Oh, why is my video look weird?
25 ounces. Who's giving that away? T. Navarro, you know what? I cannot find my wrench molds, and I don't know where they're at all. I poured something else, but I have not revealed it yet, so I don't know if I'm going to do that. I know I'm going to give that channel round out, my first one. I think everybody's seen that by now. I'm going to give my first channel round pour out at my 1,000 subscribers, which I'm 250 away, surprisingly. But that's my
Yeah.
first channel round pour right there that I'm going to give away. First one ever. It's a little rough. I'm going to clean up the edges a little bit, but I know, right, Navarro? I cannot find the small wrenches that I used to mold. And because of the move, everything's still, there's boxes I still have yet to open, but I tried to find some. Oh well.
So,
StreamYards is about 10 seconds, huh?
yeah. Well, it wasn't just StreamYards. When I was testing with Melon before our live, I was just making sure my audio and everything was passing out to YouTube. And even with Melon, it was like a 10-second delay. So I think it is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
So Silver, or yeah, Silver Secret Creek, you got yourself an Ox Lunar. That's awesome. Um, is that a bar or a coin? I don't remember.
Well, I think they make bars as well, but mostly people get the coin. Yeah, I do them in sand, like that dove clay, delf, whatever it's called. That'd be awesome, Navarro, if you have some. Because they're surprisingly they are not easy to find. I do have Maskman printing me some stuff up, but once you mold the 3D printed so many times, you got to replace them. And I like to find like the wrenches. I have a metal wrench, so that's really never going to go bad.
Hey, Silver Scorpion, real quick, put something out there real quick about your upcoming gall. I'd be interested to play if you're taking invites. I know you got around, but when you get a chance, I would appreciate that. Hello, Papa Frank Greedo. How are you? T-
Papa, no, I did not. I don't know. They're somewhere, and they're so small that they could be anywhere. But they're doing like a multi-channel thing, Hoosier. So if you
oh
want
yeah, yeah, that's right. I heard about that. Yeah,
to, yeah. So if you want to go to Scorpion's channel, and then you'll get like the list of everybody.
that's right. Yeah, because I was like, yeah, they were talking about that when I was pushing my gall 2 weeks ago. I'm like, oh man, I wish I
Mm-hmm.
would have known that. Didn't know that was going on at the time.
Dude, you had an awesome golf for 100 subscribers. That's huge.
Well, like I said then,
I
I
like how
what
you
I
kicked me
do.
off here nice and early.
What are you talking about? Now, what I do, and I always say this, what I do it for the community.
Hmm. What's
And
up, Amanda?
if I get monetized along the way, great. If people send me some fiat, awesome. But I'm not expecting it. And if I hit that 1,000 mark, I'll get there when I get there. So it's all about having fun, in my opinion.
Hmm. This stuff is a lot of fun. I really enjoy it. I enjoy it quite a bit, actually. Meeting all the new people and chatting, giving stuff away. It's a good time.
Speaking of that, did you see my email to you and Pirate from yesterday? If you haven't, take a quick look at it, and just let us know how you want to roll with our community meet here in a couple
Hmm.
weeks.
I think I glanced at it. I haven't checked yet because of doing shipping.
All right. Hello, Manasy. Good to see you. How are you? Big country. How's it going?
Maxwell, what's going on? Country always keeps it entertaining. There's a link up in the chat if anybody wants to join us. B and K, I will. If you want to email me about that, just so I remember that Benji, I will email it back to you.
Maxwell Silverhammer. Good evening, sir. How are you?
Hero, how's it going?
So while we're waiting for people to dial into the stream yards, come on in, guys. The water's fine. I was,
Hero, yes, they are. Oh, sorry, Hoosier. Go ahead.
I was going to say, we'll try not to break Plumber's computer any more than it already is. So come on
Yeah, I
in,
fixed
guys.
it. I
Okay.
fixed
Yep.
it.
You fixed it. You don't know how, but you fixed
Yeah.
it.
Well, I changed the setting, but I don't. I've never had to change that before, so I don't know. Whatever. BR, what's going on? How are you? Hero, yes, that is normal. There are different types of coins. Like the maples are smaller than the eagles, so on. I think the buffaloes are a little smaller. They're more the size of the maples. But as long as it says 1 ounce, 3 nines fine or 4 nines fine, and it passes your silver test, I would imagine that you're all right. Make sure you always carry one of those precious metal magnets with you. That's an easy way to check, and then you could always do the ping test.
And if you have a caliper, you can measure the diameters of the coin as well.
Mm-hmm.
Who was it? I think it may have been Silver Heist. A few weeks back, he put a video out there on how to. There's like a 4 or a 5 step way of testing the coins, and he actually has a caliper that he actually uses to measure the diameters and measurements of his coins, along with the ping test and the magnet test, and
Mm-hmm.
so yeah, all sorts of ways to verify stuff. And then after hearing what happened with someone out here in the community getting gypped really bad, that went to Yankee for help a couple months back. You know, you got to be more than cautious nowadays than ever.
Yeah. Bluegrass. Bluegrass, how's it going? What's up, John? How are we selling coins today? No, this is more about a chat. People are more than welcome to call in, or not call in, but go ahead and I'll stick that link up again if you guys want to join us live.
Now, everybody, this is called a Stackers Gathering, and basically, this is a collaboration that Plumber Stacker and I put together. What, 3 months ago now, I guess.
Yeah.
After you and I going separately to Yankee Stack and looking for some inspiration. I went to Yankee way back in October, I think it was, saying I really want to put together. I really want to contribute, but I don't know what. I'm not a big a collector, and I'm a stacker, so my stuff's rather boring. But what can I do to collaborate, or what can I do to contribute to the community? And I got to thinking about. Like, you know what? I want to do a collaboration channel where we just get together and just talk.
We got a
Hello,
new
big country.
joiner.
How
How,
are you lovely folks doing today?
I'm
Mr.
doing
Big
great.
Country, how are you?
It could always be worse.
You know,
Some way,
Absolutely.
shape, or form, some other headache could be running downhill wide open.
that's right. But when country joins you, it's always a better day.
That's usually going to be a bigger headache.
Hey, Big Country, has Jonathan Reese reached out to you about a meet?
No.
Okay, I didn't know if you had yet or not. Basically, I'm road tripping a week from tomorrow, from yesterday actually. I'm road tripping to Orlando from basically Louisville, Kentucky, and I understand that you live about an hour and a
I'm
half
in
away
Frankfurt.
from John. You're in Frankfurt, okay? Yeah, he said that you were like an hour and a half away.
Yeah, I think he's down in Bowling Green.
Yeah, he's in Bowling Green, and I'm basically on the north side of the Ohio in Jeffersonville, Indiana,
Well,
right across from Louisville. So he mentioned you a few days back, maybe about meeting up down there in Bowling Green on my way through.
I wouldn't mind to meet up with you, but I'm not going to Bowling Green. I got work.
So
I'm
yeah, I
barely
did.
going to be able to get to take off for when telephone guy comes through.
All right.
But yeah, I
Well,
would most definitely. I'm always up for meeting
well,
the community.
I tell you what. If I don't decide to go down 65 through Bowling Green, I might just head out east and come down through Lexington. How's that?
Cool.
I might swim by your neck of the woods instead.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to find me.
Okay. Well, I'll keep you in mind. And like I said, I know Jonathan was wanting to meet up, but I don't know if his timeline. It'll be Saturday afternoon. What's your availability?
Saturday afternoon, I'll be at work till about 4.
Okay. Well,
But
that's too late. That's too late for me.
oh no, that's what I'm saying. Though is I'm right. I'm like maybe a mile tops from the interstate
Okay.
where I work at, and my boss knows that I'm a nutcase, and if somebody stops by, I'll be back in a minute.
Okay. Well, like I said, if I decide to go east and then go south from Lexington, I might just hit you up in big country.
Cool beans. I had
But yeah,
got,
I know he said that you were like an hour and a half north of him. So I'm like, is he around this area though? That's good to
yeah,
know that. Like another local, another Kentuckian.
and we've actually got one that I can't remember who it was now, but it's somebody I haven't actually talked to him in a couple of weeks now to think about it. But they live in Shelbyville, which is right about halfway between Louisville and Frankfort.
Yep. Yep.
So
There's a lot of people out
Bluegrass
there.
is saying he's about 3 hours from Frankfurt.
She.
She.
We're about bluegrass. I'm just curious. Like I said, I'm across the river from Louisville, Kentucky, Southern Indiana, as I always say on my show, on my videos.
I'll see you out towards the eastern tip there, Bluegrass.
Full push metals in Kentucky. All sorts of people in the area
Full
here.
Push Metals is in Kentucky.
According to SHTF, yeah.
Eastern Kentucky and the Bonies.
Where all the beautiful country is.
Yeah, where I'd really like to be, but
I don't get through there very often, but I love driving through that side of the state. All right. Well, like I said, if Jonathan can't make it, I might just go east and head south from Lexington, big country. I might look you up.
cool beans.
So yeah, Plumber, I went back in and went back to the LTS and picked up some shinies. And like I said, it's been a while. I haven't really been into it here lately. I've pulled myself out here lately, but and the biggest reason why I went to the LCS is because of our meet next week, sometime a week from next week, I guess.
Mm-hmm. What's up,
So
MRG?
I picked up some shinies for us to partake in when I'm down there.
See Gadget, how you doing?
John Rupp, C Gadget,
All sorts
Hero,
of good,
MRG,
all sorts of good
B&K.
people out here.
We slowly building a herd.
All sorts of good people out here. Always a good time.
Yeah, my son's down around Ashland, which if I'm not, no, actually that's in the different direction from Jonathan. So I think I'm not very. Well, I'm geographically challenged. We'll put it that way.
You like your neck of the woods, and it's good enough for you, right?
Yeah, as long as I got a map, I'm all right. But yeah, I'm not. I don't do a whole lot of traveling. There's idiots everywhere, and I'm pretty used to the bunch I've got around here. I can handle them.
Yeah. So
I'm not trying to just go somewhere random to come up missing.
So yeah, within just 5 minutes, looks like we've identified about a half a dozen people or so that live in Kentucky. That's good. Good to know.
So I had one of my coworkers bring this in to me today, and they ain't near enough light to show it off, but it's a 1965, I believe, large cent.
Nice.
We're chatting. I noticed I kind of look a little off my rocker with this hair and everything else. Yeah, I'm blaming it on the hair.
Funny TV worthy right there. MRG got a Batman for $50. That's a steal right now.
Now, now, if you have blue hair, then we have something to talk about.
Blue hair?
Blue hair. I saw someone with some fluorescent blue hair a couple days ago. I'm like,
Oh yeah, we got one girl that I just cannot understand some people's choices in life because she has her eyebrows shaved off
oh, geez.
and in I'm not really sure if it would be an anime fashion, but her eyebrows in the middle, right here by the bridge of her nose, are about an inch and a half tall, and they taper all the way down to a point right to here. And they're
All right.
tattooed the same color as her glasses.
Yeah, that's just okay. Whatever. To each their own, I suppose.
I'm like, you got to stick with that color of glasses, right?
Yeah.
I saw a girl at Costco today, just today. She's probably in her early 20s with gray hair where she dyed her hair gray. I'm like, no, you don't have to, you only have to wait another 20 years, girl, and you'll have gray
Yeah,
hair.
you could have
Why,
saved
why
that money.
rush it? Why rush it?
We had a girl come in the store the other day, and really nice looking girl. I mean, she was pretty. But it was one of those people that had been told way too many times that she was pretty, so she was showing it off.
Oh, yeah. I love those people.
And well, my boss is sitting there, and this girl's got on a pair of leggings, and about every 3 steps, she's having to stop and pull them out of her crack. And I nudged my boss, and she leaned over to look and see what I was looking at. And as soon as she looked at this girl, I went, nom, 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 nom. Ruined everything. Because it sure enough put me in the mind of the Cookie Monster, the way that she just kept gnawing at them shorts. Angrily, you know what I mean?
Yeah. It's like, you need to get yourself some new clothing, lady.
Or just do away with that. It's not
Or,
working
or,
for you.
or,
You know, you could just take that off.
or another thing I saw today was probably someone in her probably in her late 60s with a mini skirt. I'm like, oh,
Oh yeah, come on.
no, no, no.
That stuff's a privilege, not a right, and you got to earn it.
Ugh.
Yeah, there's nothing like the ones that you see. You know, I mean, I'm 46 years old and got a Pickle Rick shirt on. Can't really talk too much. If you look in the background, there's Rick Sanchez hanging on the damn wall. So I like my cartoons and stuff like that, but I know my limitations.
You know not to wear you
I'm
know
not
not to
wearing
wear
a mini skirt.
you know you're
It
not
don't
wearing
look right on.
shorts as you know you're not wearing the shorts that say juicy on the back, right?
No.
No.
Uh-uh. I already got my wife thinks it's hilarious because we had a friend of ours named Daryl, and Daryl, the best way I have ever been able to describe him is Daryl is a little ray of sunshine. He's like going over and hanging out with your grandmother.
Oh, okay.
But at least once a month, he tells my wife, "You know, your husband's my boyfriend, right?"
Maxwell wants to start a GoFundMe for your hair, country. You got action, huh?
Hello, Jonathan Reese. Good to see you.
See, now them kind of questions, like what Maxwell just said there, is I bet Big Country has a tramp stamp. I'm kind of wondering if that's some just, like weird fantasy he might have going on, and he's just wanting to look at my backside or something. Yeah. You know what I mean? Trying to bait me out there, but it ain't happening, Max. Hang it up.
Dairy air, right?
Yeah.
What? This is awesome, guys. This is why I did. This is why we started this channel, because we just want to get together and just BS. You know, we don't have to do all this shiny stuff all the time, right? Just
Ask half the people in chat. I am the king of bullshit.
There is more in life. There is more in life than silver, contrary to what Plumber and his auctioning addiction says. But that's all right.
My luck. See, Hero talking about prove it. Prove there's no tramp stamp. My luck, I'll turn around, raise my shirt up, and there'll be one, and I'll be like, where the hell did that come from?
You had too much to drink the night before, right?
I've tried. Sleep comes before I've had too much to drink.
Oh yeah.
T, I don't know how to do the tag thing on Instagram, but let me see if that pops up on my Instagram.
So yeah, Plumber, I'm bringing these shinies down for us to partake of next week. Well, yeah, not next week. I keep saying next week. It's the week after, but you know what I'm saying.
Anytime I've got something we're talking about partaking of, it's not shiny.
Well, this is legal.
Look, now he's going to show it. No, I'm talking about this, dude. Calm down. One of my
Uh,
coworkers asked me about my channel the other day, so I sent her the link, and she gonna text me a few minutes ago talking about she had watched one of my videos and thought it was hilarious when I said, "Well, hold on a minute, I've got to move all the contraband before I can change cameras." And I'm like, "Yeah, I had a bunch of envelopes sitting out. You can't just show everybody's address on here. I had to make sure I had all that stuff put up and out of the way and
and then
everything else."
you look out your front window and you see a black van sitting out front, suspiciously looking black van that you've never seen before. After that word
Well,
was said.
they said something the other day about them watching us through the cameras at work, and I'm like, I'll break them from ever doing it again.
You know?
I'm going to make something awkward for whoever drew the short straw on that shift. You probably going to call in next couple of days. I'm still here. I ain't going nowhere. And don't panic over the eyeball. I was on EC stream the other night. I can't remember. I think it was Silver Chaser. And I shut the camera off and the big eyeball came up. He was ready to leave. I'm like, put them back in your purse. Calm down. It's just a picture. Had somebody drove off with a gas pump today, or a gas nozzle.
Well, sometimes you need an extra one, right?
Well, I said today, it was yesterday, and apparently I was rude when I asked her if she had her head up her ass for the warmth.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've done that one time. I don't know what the world I was thinking, but I must have been in a hurry or something. Yeah, my head was implanted inappropriately, apparently. But yeah, I pulled out the gas station near my work, and and the lady next door freaks out because she sees the nozzle go flying out of my car. I mean, at least I didn't break the disconnect, but still. I'm
Yeah,
like,
see, the thing about
what
it
was
for
I
us
what was I working?
see, I know how to reattach those. There's a certain twist you got to put on them to get them to reconnect, but I'm not certified. And if I am seen on camera doing that, then that could be my job. So I know how, but
You're not
I do
supposed to.
not possess the right. So I have to call maintenance to come out and do this. And every time maintenance pulls into our parking lot, at a minimum, it is $75 just for the guy to show up. So if he has to replace any parts, that quick disconnect that you were talking about or any of that thing's another $80.
Jeez.
And this woman want to come back in the store just laughing about it. I was just talking about that, and I just drove off with that gas nozzle. And, the giggling and everything. I probably was rude. I kind of turned around with a bit of an attitude because, thanks for throwing away my money. We don't have to be rude about it. I really don't think that you were listening until I did, so it might have been a prerequisite. I didn't.
They sound worse than plumbers.
I was going to say, what you say, Plumber?
Yeah, said they sound worse than plumbers.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was looking for that Batman coin Navarro was talking about.
focused
was-
on the Batman.
I was
Batman.
in deep thought over here.
Batman.
Oh, so I've been talking to you for the past 5 minutes.
Yeah,
You ain't heard a thing I've said.
I heard about the gas pump and
I don't want to hear it. I don't care.
He's over it. Move on.
I see how it is.
He's over it. So I'm just over here just having a good time and just listening to you guys and showing off my shinies along the way.
I like that top more, that 1900.
Hello, beauty.
What'd you get that for?
Oh man, that killed me yesterday. The last time I went to the LCS, I got organs for $25. These guys were 37 yesterday. I'm like, holy cow. It's like, oh, what
Just think God's
happened?
wife just got home.
It's like, what happened? They were just $25 just a few weeks ago. But I went ahead and grabbed a couple anyway.
How much do you want for that 1900 one? I want that one.
For you?
After you put your mitts all over it. I'm sure it was in the junk bin anyway.
Oh yeah, it was. I don't do slabs and stuff like that. I just look for the weight. I'm a stacker.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. We can discuss it when I come down. I might bring it with me. How's that sound?
Sounds good.
So yeah,
I'm a Morgan fanatic now. I can't get enough of them.
I'm going to say, how did you get addicted on Morgan's? Did someone turn you on to him or something? Or
it's just something that happened when I started getting into stacking. I do have a lot of like call Morgans that aren't anything special. And then I started, with a couple lower NCCs and I get into a little bit higher NCCs and the toning, and like I really like what I call the dirt toning, and like the one that you were just showing that.
Oh yeah, that's 1900
one. Yeah,
yeah.
like I really like the way those look. I mean, there are other ones like the rainbow toning, and I do have a CC on the way that has a camo toning on it, which is rare, but I don't know what it is about them. I think
made that inappropriate.
Country make something inappropriate? No way.
No. You just did.
Oh, I gotcha. I'm just rambling on. I could talk about Morgans all day. I think I just like the history behind them more than anything.
Yeah, I am, man. You guys are killing me. I'm trying to stay a stacker.
It's very hard. I'm telling you.
I'm trying to stay a stacker, and you guys are killing me with all these shinies. That's why I started gravitating a little bit towards the Morgans and the piece here. So I didn't pick up any piece.
I think I did have
these Morgans.
Point of being a stacker because I have had to start looking for a bigger safe.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if that's quite one of the classifications or prerequisites, but I've got an 18-inch by 18-inch by 18-inch box, big lockbox safe, and I'm out of room.
Can you stack Morgan's, Jonathan Reese?
It happens quick, doesn't it, Country?
Oh yeah.
Well, he was out of room before. He's got a shelf over here with half the stuff in it.
Yeah, I'm not even counting the books. But no, dude, this time last year, I was able to put everything that I had in 2 small candy boxes that sat underneath of the couch.
Yeah. And now,
and then
all of a sudden you got a dedicated room, and
I have to raise the couch up to put it all back up.
I was going to say, did you take out a wall and put your shinies inside a wall?
Yeah.
The house ain't big enough.
And then I get drunk and get to playing around at the auctions, and the next thing I know, I've got stuff showing up at the house. I have no clue where it came from, no idea how I got it. Got to go back and watch a bunch of streams.
And Plumber's saying, thank you very much.
Yeah. Got thank you emails from people's names I can't even pronounce.
I don't know. It's a lot of fun, though. I'm so glad I got into the silver. I dabbled a very, very small amount in the gold. It's just so expensive and I don't know anything about it to buy anything with the numismatic value. So I always try to stick with just as lowest prices I can get with the gold, but I don't have much. But the silver, it's just so much fun. There's so much to look at and so much to learn.
Well,
yeah.
One of the things that I have, the silver, that's how you get that itch. And I mean, if especially like if you've got it, I don't know if you guys ever watched Paul's Spare Time.
Yeah.
I cannot think of the kid's name that he has on there from time to time. I think it's his grandson.
Cole? Is it Cole or?
Yes.
I think it's Cole, right?
Somebody gave that boy a silver dime when he was little, and it started a fire.
A lot of people start that way.
Because if you pay attention, that young man looks like he might be 10 or 11 years old. And Paul was going through coins the other night, and he said something about one of them, and there was 1,000 questions came out of this child.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Correctly.
And they were all relevant. And I mean, it was, I'm like, he's got to be a dwarf,
Start them young.
I so wish I would have got into it sooner. I bought my first Silver Eagle, I think, in 2013, and I planned on buying more, but I never did. I had like maybe 3 or 4, and then I didn't start again until about a year ago. Once COVID happened, I had spare time, and just started watching videos. Silver Dragons was my first one, and Salvitz the second, and then Yankee, and then the rest is history. Here I am talking on YouTube about silver.
Plumber, I don't know if I said it or not, but I thoroughly enjoyed hanging out the other night when we were doing the tradesman show. For what time I could stay awake. But
that was a lot of fun. It was very stressful at times. I don't know how he does it every single week, but I had a great time, and I
think he's got
appreciate
some
your help as well.
habits.
Even though we had a little wheel trouble, but you got it done. That was
A little wheel trouble.
yeah.
Let's see, there was your computer, both of my computers,
Yeah.
somebody Armando's computer. Between the 3 people, 4 PCs, we barely pulled that off.
I know.
I
It
think
worked.
it would have
though. I
been
mean,
easier to take a piece of cardboard and write everybody's name on it and just spin that damn thing into.
yeah.
Old school.
Well, I do the number game, but I've been finding out that, and don't get me wrong, I have nothing against the people that do this. They sit and they just wait for the free silver, but which is fine. I can care less. Go ahead and do that. But they'll watch the numbers go, and then they'll guess a number that's not put up, which is smart. But when you just do the number game, it's kind of not fair to some people that sit back and lurk and wait for the free silver, and then they look at the number that's not picked. And I notice more and more that I'm sending free silver out to the same people over and over and over and over again. So I got to figure out a way, and I really don't want to do the wheel because I don't. I want to do something different. So I think the numbers is different, but at the same time, you got the people that sit there and can just cherry pick, which good for them. They found a glitch in the system. Props to them for sure. But
Oh, dude, I watched. Let's see, who was it?
call snipers, yeah, that's right, Reese.
I was going to
Big
say
Bill.
that's all snipers is right spot on.
Yeah, and I don't got nothing against them, but I
Big
want
Bill
everybody
kind of
to
had
have
him
it.
a fit one night because he, I'm sitting there and all of a sudden he just goes off on this one guy talking about why is it the only time I see you in chat is when there's a gall.
Mhm.
If you're not gonna hang out and converse with everybody and actually participate in the rest of the video,
Mhm.
don't bother coming in.
Yeah. And it's a fine line too because you want to involve everybody, but I do agree. I don't like seeing people win that don't participate. Get in there and talk to somebody for at least 5-10 minutes. Make it look like you actually care about what's going on in the chat or what's going on the screen.
The kid that originally hit EC's extravaganza.
Hmm.
I mean, just as soon as his name popped up, I'm like, I've never seen him before. And then it fell back to Kellen, who got lucky on that one. But yeah, the one that originally won it, I had never seen that kid for in my life.
Hmm. Do comment pickers. Yeah, I mean, I get that too, Navarro. I want to do something different. I haven't figured it out yet. I do like the guess a plumbing part or fixture or something. I like that aspect of it, but then it's not fair to some people that don't know anything about it.
You always want to do something that isn't dependent on the internet connection. So like the wheel names.
Yeah, the wheel of names, the number game actually works out well with that because you don't want to do trivia. If you're doing trivia for giveaways and stuff, you have to take into consideration
Your audience
and time.
Yeah.
Because some
true.
people are actually going to have a lower ping, which will allow them to hear the video come through sooner.
Mm-hmm. It's just like if you're on your cell phone versus on your computer, you get it faster. I've noticed that in auctions. If you're on your phone, like on Coin Cruise auction, if I really want something, I turn my phone on because you can snipe his auction. He does restart the count, but if you can grab that right before the sold goes in, then you have sniped it properly. You know, like it's sold, it's done, that's your number. And you can do that from your cell phone a little bit easier than you can do from your computer. The computer, you have to time it out a little bit better.
Yeah, but you know how I feel about snipes. Anytime somebody tries to pull a snipe over in ECs, I'm like, dude, sniping here gets you. You have to add 10% to your total. So
Yeah.
feel free, go right ahead. You were already at $72 with that, so that makes you're bumping that on up to.
Yep. No, I get it. It's there's always going to be that aspect of it, no matter what. Somebody's always going to try to jump the game, and like I said, more props to them. But those are the people, and now they're getting smart. Even to what the chat's talking about right now, the sniper gauze. They just pop in and throw some eyeballs in there every once in a while, or an emoji, and then they're in for the next gaw. So
gall hoppers.
Yeah,
Huh?
I know. Yeah. And I know exactly what you mean, Rocky Mountain. I do lots of giveaways on other channels, on my channels. I love giving stuff away, but what I don't like is giving it away to the same people all the time.
To leeches.
Yeah, and it's those people deserve it as well, but they don't deserve to continuously win because they're just sitting sniping gauze. I want the people that interact in my channel more to have that option to win.
Yeah, I have a field day in ECs. Every time he kicks me off of the wheel, I throw some kind of tantrum in chat just for,
And it's hard. Like, you don't want to make anybody mad, but at the same time, you got people that, like yourself, Country, like you I always see you in the chat or, vice versa. And someone like you deserves to win because
I'm attention starved, I guess what the problem is there.
Yeah. Rigged. That's right, Rocky Mountain.
It's all about me.
Yeah, but I don't think there's anything we're going to be able to do about it. We just got to figure out how to game the game, I guess.
Oh, EC said something the other night, and I was just in all capital letters and went, I am the center of the universe.
Mm-hmm. Ninja, go ahead,
Plumber.
Well, Ninja just said just pick somebody that shows up consistently, but then that wouldn't be fair to all the people that show up consistently. Because
plus, you always have that chance that someone that's new into the community, they're trying to fill their fillers, right? Get their fillers out there too. So you want to give them the opportunity.
Yeah. See, I like that as well, Papa. Kinda. I mean, maybe like a week or so, or something smaller than 30 days.
It was something my wife was just asking, and I had not even put much thought into it.
Yeah, right, Reese.
Oh, whatever, Reese. Where's that 10 ouncer again?
Yeah.
The bot that you can get with Streamlabs, whenever you ask points or whatever to see how many points you've got, it all most of them will put in how many hours you've been in that stream, or not that stream, but how many hours collectively you've watched that channel in streams. And I wonder where that information is kept, if it is kept on that bot, or is this just something that the bot is accessing through YouTube? Because if it's just something that it's accessing, like my wife just said, I want to know where these records are kept, because that'll show you who your real favorites are.
Yeah.
Who the ones who actually are there whenever you're on.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't want to leave out the new ones, though, so it might show you who's actually been interacting during the stream.
I don't know if you guys can hear her or not.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I know, Ruck is talking about right now, Streamlabs has a way to track stuff like that, but now you're getting techie, and that's just well beyond my means right there. That's just not going to
You realize the looks that I get because of my appearance and my accent and everything else and the way that I carry on, dude.
What accent?
Switch, man. I can flip it like that, and we can go into a technical conversation.
Mm-hmm.
And it just, to me, it's funnier than hell to see the look on somebody's face sometimes when I do that. And they're like, wait a minute, where did the redneck go? You know,
Yeah.
Hang on a second, guys. See Gadget. For the life of me, I swear that turkeys could fly. As God is my witness, I swear turkeys could fly.
I'm sorry.
I mean, if they jump from a high enough point,
Oh no, you know the episode they're talking about?
No.
The KRP in Cincinnati.
oh
Yeah.
man,
When Les set up the turkey drill.
Les Nessman.
That's funny.
Les Nessman. And his invisible in his office without walls.
I've got the pilot episode of WKRP on a hard drive around here somewhere.
As
I
God
have
is my
not watched
witness,
that
I thought
show in
turkeys could
years.
fly.
That was funny.
Yeah, Chaser. Yeah, I understand what you're saying there too. And there's a lot of like unwritten rules in the community as well. Jim Davis has changed his name to Coin Happy Dude 66, just so everybody knows.
Oh, okay.
Jim's been around for a while. Um, but yeah, I get that, and I think for new people that come in, it is kind of tough because I'm still new, but again, I do try to get around as much as I can and to different chats and meet different people so people know who I am.
Well, I'll tell you what, with that being said, I wonder, I mean, there are a lot of auctions out there. What would be your favorites?
My favorite auction?
What's your favorite auctions? I don't know, you always mention Everyday Opportunity.
Well, he's a trade day, so that's not
Oh,
really a
trade day, yeah, trade day, and then you always mention the community meets.
yeah. Well, I would say my auction's my favorite.
If you
Of
ever want
course.
your feelings hurt, go to one of Rob Fine's treasures.
Oh, I love watching his
But
show.
it is very entertaining though. Don't I can't bid on anything. I've tried, and it just gets so high so quick. But it's a lot of
Ronnie
fun.
laughed at me the other night because we were in there and they put a 2-ounce round up. And the next thing I know, this thing's at like $200.
Yeah, I
You know, the
know.
little arrow where I'll point at myself and say something. I was like, ran for cover.
Yeah, exactly. I know, but at the same time, Rob is a very animated person, which makes his streams so fun because
Yeah.
everything he does, there's some type of like some way he animates it, which I think is awesome. And I try to add stuff like that into myself, but I'm not an animated person, so that's hard for me. Like I know how to be myself and I know how to talk to people, but what he does and like stacking Stormtrooper, I would say is by far my favorite auction because he adds the video clips and he's just a funny guy himself. So he goes
Right.
along very well with the clips that he does with his auction. So if I had to choose a favorite auction, I would definitely say it's stacking Stormtrooper. And again, you have your followers in there as well that makes it hard to actually get a coin at cost. But again, on that same note, you got to realize that when people are overpaying for the coin, that's supporting your channel. Like on my auctions, I think I've made money one time out of all my auctions, and it's not about really the money for me right now. It's again, I'm treating my channel somewhat as a business, but the auctions to me is a way to bring people to me to let them figure out who I am. We've had some great conversations during the auction, some really good laughs. So
You were there for the stream when Dreadful said that he needed he had to sell that one coin because he needed to get money together to get a new phone.
yeah,
As soon as he put that coin up, I was like, "Hey guys, it's Dreadful. Let's
Yeah.
fight."
I know. And that's what's awesome about this community as well. I get 100% what you're saying there.
And then I think it was either Mad or EC that it was Mad. As soon as that one was out of the way, he threw another one exactly like it up and said, "All right, I'll let the runner up have this one and send you money to Dreadful."
Yeah.
There you go. Well, it's like you, Plumber, got that CC from friend, right? So
Oh yeah, Jonathan Friend. Yeah.
yeah.
And I've done that. Like I've repaid that. Like that's what it's all about. Somebody does for you if you can. Try to repeat that. It brightens somebody's day. Like that made my week really because that was my first CC and it was a very expensive coin. It wasn't like it was a a $10 coin or something. It was awesome, and I talk about it all the time. And it's always usually sitting somewhere very close to my camera where I could grab it and put it in there real quick, or it's part of my stream, and I just leave it there because it's special. Like
Yeah. Yeah. You're not going to call that one, are you?
no, no, no.
Yep. That was my 5-minute alarm. Sal's up in 5 minutes. Let's
All
wrap this
right.
thing up.
Well, I know we didn't get to talk to the chat much. We kind of rambled on and on and on about our own
Well,
stuff.
we always do that, but it's always entertaining. We try to get the community in there. Try to look at the chat every so often.
Hmm.
But it's always great to have an extra voice into the stream, because that's why we always do what we do.
As long as it's not mine, because it doesn't ever shut up.
I'm the same
You
way.
know,
Once
you
I
know,
get,
you know what though, Big Country is. I love listening to other people's stories because
Mhm.
because my life is very mundane. So to get other aspects of other people's lives and just crazy stories, and just it's always refreshing. So
Mhm.
I thank you for jumping in.
Dude, I don't know. I guess I get a kick out of seeing everybody just laugh about me being anal retentive.
No. The political correct word is AR.
Yeah. What he said. So who we
Uh,
rate? If we're about
let's
to
go
rate
rate Sal. Let's
Oh, we
go
gotta
rate
wait
Sal.
until the 6 o'clock.
Yeah,
Oh, he's already
well,
on. He's already
is
on,
he?
isn't he?
He's early. Dang. All
Yeah.
right, let's
So
get over and rate him,
yeah,
everybody.
Well, somebody
that
throw
link
me a
up.
link because I'm not sure who Sal is.
I
Oh,
got
you
it.
don't know Sal? Oh, Sal is number 2 on my list when it comes to the people I inspired by. Yankee Stacken's number 1. Salivate Nail's number 2.
Yep.
Great guys, very informative, and they're very dedicated to the community.
Yeah. So if you guys don't want to hang out with Sal, if you could just
Oh,
jump in
Salivate
there and
Metal.
throw some wrenches up for us. Let him know him and Hoosier, me and Hoosier sent you to him. That would be great. Hoosier doesn't have an emoji, but if you could type his name in there, that'd be great because he's going to be on the stream, so you could tag him as well. So
Throw a
we would
basketball up.
appreciate it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. In fact, I'm clicking the button now.
I'll
That's
stay
something I
live
may,
for a minute or two.
that may be something we might want to look into doing. Maybe a multi-channel live stream.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. But that'd be a lot of technical mumble jumble there.
Mm-hmm.
Not
A
necessarily.
multi-channel. You don't think so, Big Country? Because
No.
basically, your channel would do like a stream, and then you would stream into another stream, and then that channel would stream your stream, and
Okay, the way that this was explained to me is that one of us would start with StreamYard, and the rest of us are going to start with Streamlabs. And then after Streamlabs is up and running, you're going to start StreamYards and run Streamlabs as your virtual camera.
oh, okay.
Hmm.
So everyone would basically set up their own session, they would have their own guests, and then
And then
they
we
would.
would all use StreamYards to link, StreamYards to link together.
Oh,
But one of us would have to start with just stream. I'm not real sure. Dimebag Darren Lowe explained it to me, but it was one of those, like 2 a.m, and I was a half a 12-pack into it. And
That's all.
but I mean, the concept sounds feasible.
What?
You're not actually going to be streaming from. You're not going to be connected with Streamlabs. You're just
Mhm.
going to bring it up, and that way you can have all of your cameras accessible and everything else. And then you're going to start StreamYards, and then use the virtual camera to bring up Streamlabs.
That may be something we might want to.
Now you're talking
Yeah.
Hoosier's language right there, Big Country.
Well, I'm always driving. I'm always dedicated to having a collaboration with as many people as we can get, a stackers gathering, and And this one may be something that, if it's doable, I'd be interested in playing around with that.
Well, I mean, nickel box battle, quarter box battle. Yeah. Hint,
Yeah.
hint.
I'll have to do some investigating on that one because that'd be
Like I
cool. We can
said,
get
you just made his day, country.
if we could get like if we could get 6 channels to go live, and then if there's a way to bring a channel into another channel when that channel goes live.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Never mind. I actually messed part of that up. You will be logging in with Streamlabs because you're going to use that for starting your own stream. That way you can be streaming on someone else's channel and your own at the same time.
Oh, okay. All right. Yep. You got my innovation
And
juices flowing.
Plumber, before you kind of go, I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know what you're talking
Weren't
about.
you streaming the other night, or how did you do that the other night? Where you were on EC's stream and you were streaming from yours at the same time?
Well, I just screen capture. It's like or
Window
screen
capture.
share. They call it screen share on StreamYards. And you just click the button, and it'll bring up like any open screens you have or open windows. So not a tab, but a window. And then I brought up his stream, and then I just captured that, and then I put it on live. So you can play somebody else's channel, like I did with one of our auctions with Mad Stacker. So people knew that I was on his channel that weren't subbed to him yet, would go over there.
I think I may have misworded what I was asking. I thought you were on trade day with EC and all of us, and because you were still in the panel.
Or in the chat.
No, you were still in the panel when somebody put your link up, and I clicked on it and went to your channel, and you were already streaming over there. So unless I was just confused, might have been lagged by a couple of minutes and didn't notice it. Yeah, I thought you were in EC's panel and streaming on your own channel at the same time.
Oh, I'm sure. I mean, I think that's possible. Yeah, but you wouldn't be able to interact the chats. But you could do that because, like, I could, if Hoosier was streaming this today, I could capture our StreamYards and I could put that onto my channel.
Right. Yeah, that makes sense.
You could see the chat, but you wouldn't be able to interact with the chat.
Now, I think the biggest hurdle would be, you would have some of the audience on one channel and another group of audience on another channel, and they won't be able to see each other because they can only see whatever they're chatting into the channel that they're signed into.
Mm-hmm.
So the audience wouldn't be able to have full interaction because everyone's sort of isolated in the individual channels, but the actual video and audio could get passed around.
Mm-hmm. And that's what I did with, like Amanda's saying, I streamed EC live on my channel and then went over into his chat and started talking why I was still live on my channel, but I just put his up so everybody knew to leave my channel and go over to his.
So when I went back to his channel, or when I went back to your channel, I was actually looking at his stream on your channel when you were on full screen.
Right.
Got you now.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Muscle Shell's the one that actually told me to do that, which I think works out well because that brings more of people that follow me over to EC's channel after my auction's done.
I know, and that's whenever I'm doing the actual show, like Plumber's doing tonight, Big Country, I do the Thursday night show, and I actually use Streamlabs, Melon, because it has the ability to go out to multiple platforms too.
Yeah, well, Streamlabs does, or StreamYards does as well.
Does it? Okay.
Yeah, you just have to set your account up properly.
Mm-hmm. And that's not something I've played with yet. I don't have
I'm holding on to one platform.
Yeah. Well, Facebook, from what I hear, isn't a great platform to do things like that on. So I mainly just do YouTube, and once I start adding all that stuff, it's just way over my head.
Yep.
And that stuff it's not fun for me to do at all because it takes a lot of learning on my end, which is why I use StreamYards because it's so simple. You can't do all the fun stuff you can with Streamlabs, like add this and add that and put a banner across. And I mean, you can put a banner on, but you can't do all the effects and everything like you can do at Streamlabs, which is
Can't get a scrolling marquee with it.
right. And yeah, and there's so many different things you can do at Streamlabs. Like that's what everybody uses when they do their coin roll hunting because they have their, the count on one side and where to email you and whatever else they put on there. You can't really do that with Streamlabs from what I understand, but it's super easy to get people live with you.
Yeah, each have their pros and cons, and that was the thing that got me, inquisitive about Dimebag was because you can actually do multiple cameras with StreamYards without having to bring Streamlabs into it.
Mm-hmm.
And the way that I used to do it is that I had my laptop come up and I would start StreamYard on it, and then I would start StreamYard again on my phone with the same. And I mean, and unless you've got an unlimited, you've paid for the package, it will eat your time up quick because you're streaming. You're doubling it.
Oh yeah.
Uh-huh.
But then I would set one of I've got, like 3 or 4 old phones sitting here. I would set one of them up facing me and the other one up overhead and would just log all 3 into the same account into that, just invite each device in and name one camera, one overhead, and then the microscope from the laptop. So it's a little complicated. You have to, if you go ahead and pay I think it's $20 for I keep looking over to chat and salivates and I'm like, holy hell, we've got 187 people in here.
Oh, I've seen viewers up into the twos of thousands, 2,500 people one time.
At sales?
Months ago. On sales, yeah. When the first Silver Creek squeeze happened, that Sunday evening, he had 2,500 viewers that night.
I forgot that I had his up though. I thought I was still looking at our chat. So I'm like, when in the world did 186 people come in here? I know I didn't look away that long.
Smash it like, smash it like, smash it like.
Yeah, I know, right?
Smash it.
That was like trade day for me. That was actually prior to that, my auction was the first time, but that was the first time that I had 60 like concurrent watchers. And it was so hard to pay attention to the chat, pay attention to what I'm doing, and then pay attention to everybody else, just putting stuff up, making sure the transaction goes through, making sure that everybody's got their emails. The veterans
are really, the veterans are really good at that. They just naturally move from chat to text to like Sal. He does.
I think he has a goes through smoothie before he gets started.
He must, because I'm telling you, country, like the first hour, maybe even hour, half a trade day, which I was glad that Silver Chaser was there because he's kind of a dominant personality. So I needed time to like just get it all together, like figure other stuff you're going to email to live to Discord, and you got to keep everybody happy, and you got to get all the transactions done. It was perfect because he kind of just like he did his own thing for a good 30 minutes, and after that, after I got into it a little bit, it got easier, but I wouldn't say it was easy. And I don't know how he does it when he gets up there.
Well, that was your first stab at it. I'm sure practice makes perfect in any aspect like that.
And then, I mean, country helped out too, though, but because you need people like that to break things up for you and give me a second to, because I'm not going to lie, like I was getting a little bit, I don't want to say upset, but I was getting a little frustrated, to say the least. In the beginning, I would say the first hour and a half, it was just, it was so much all at once. And everybody's like, when you're going to the emails, when you're going to the Discord, when you're going to the live persons. And then I got 5 people lined up live. You got 30 emails to get to Discord.
I'm not, click.
Yeah. I know it was.
Back in about 10 minutes, guys, I'm sorry, I kind of snapped. We're going to
Yeah,
try this again.
yeah. It was a great time though. I mean, honestly, I was honored that he asked me to do it because I know that's like his YouTube baby,
Yep.
and he's put so much work into getting to where it's at, and to trust me with that, it really meant a lot. And from what I can tell, it went off fairly smooth. It wasn't a opportunity day, but it was, the best the plumber could do at the time, I would say.
That's that's one of the reasons I carry on the way that I do is because, you can tell by his tone and everything. Sometimes he's starting to get a little aggravated.
Hmm.
I just kind of, I don't like having that juju around me. So
Yeah, I get it, but I also get his frustration too. Like you're right. You can kind of tell when that comes across, and I think he's very good at
the
knowing
poker
that that's
face.
coming, so he pushes it somewhere. Like, okay, this person's coming up now, or whatever he does. He's very
Well, like
good at it.
well, like I said, if he's been doing this for what, a little bit over a year now.
No, his
He's
channel isn't even a year old yet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I knew it was relatively new. So, and well, perfect. Another example would be a Maximus. In his Saturday show,
Hmm.
he's got so much stuff going on at once. I don't know how he keeps up unless he's a professional auctioneer or
Yeah,
something like that.
he does have a lot going on. His are fun though. I used to, before I started going live all the time, I was there religiously.
Yeah, his is also entertaining.
Yeah.
Hey, you know
I'm
what? I'm going to get off here so we can get. I'm going to get over on Sal's channel, guys.
all right.
Behave. Love y'all.
Thank, thanks
Glad
for
we
All
got
right.
to
stopping by
Thank
hang
you.
Good
out.
Country.
Sorry, the chat. We were kind of ignoring you, but we were just going on about ourselves. So,
Talking shop. That's all right.
yeah. All right, everybody. Have a good one.
Good night,
Talk to you
everybody. Just keep stacking.
soon. All
Take it easy, guys.
right, later.